It's Vladimir Dukakelsdorf.
Okay, yes, hello, I am Vladimir Dukakelsdorf.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling for books on children. Okay, I have here an American book, Hop on Pop.
Oh, it's a good one.
It's written by Mr. Theodore Seuss. And now, upon my first reading of Mr. Pop, I have this feeling for children that makes me sad for them. Okay, here, I have these. Day, play. We play all day.
Oh, I like that.
Hold on. Night, fight. We fight all night. At first I read this, I am not okay with this. Because I think children, perhaps they do not know what real fight is. Perhaps they think is fight, but it's not really fight. Sometimes fight noise is not fight noise, yes? You know, like bedroom noise. Okay, am I being understood?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay, but then I read further and I see this. Oh, okay. Hop. Pop. We like to hop. We like to hop on pop.
Oh.
Stop! You must not hop on pop! I ask you this. Do these children, do they love this pop?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Then why, from what love do they hop?
I bet that is just a gesture of love.
I was not so sure at first, so I read again. And then I become mindful of the great symbolist and philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who once wrote this, quote, "To live is to suffer. To survive is to find meaning in the suffering," end quote. And I think, yes, perhaps it is in the suffering that we find love. Perhaps these children are not hopping on pop at all, but perhaps they are merely instruments to his suffer.
Oh, okay, that is one idea, but I think you might be reading a little too much into that, so,
Yes, you would think so. But then I remember the great Nietzsche also wrote this, quote, "It is impossible to suffer without someone paying for it. Every complaint already contains revenge," end quote. Perhaps you too suffer simply by the words you choose.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've never said anything.
Exactly, and it is because of this that you choose to inflict suffering on those who suffer. It is very much like Pop. Did Pop choose to suffer?
Okay, I'm not much of a philosopher, so I would just like to know what you were thinking
But
about.
okay, I read book again.
We're running short on time, so why don't we get to the part where you give the book stars? Huh? We're almost out of time.
But as I read book again, I finally see it is the condition of suffering that makes us human. The great philosopher Boris Grushenko wrote this, quote, "To love is to suffer." To love is to suffer. Here, the quote. Hang on, I've got it right here. Here we are. Here we are. To love is to suffer. To avoid suffering, one must not love. But then one suffers from not loving. Therefore, to love is to suffer. Not to love is to suffer. To suffer is to suffer. To be happy is to love. Then to be happy is to suffer. But when one suffers, one is unhappy. Therefore, to be unhappy, one must love, or love to suffer, or suffer from too much happiness. It is only then that I understand why these children, they hop on top. I give this book 5 stars.
Did you have time to review that other book we sent you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
This book is called Bob's Snowy Day.
Oh.
Bob the Builder, Bob's Snowy Day. It is a complete piece of shit. Bob has no business asking other people to do work for him. He is a lazy American who would rather be fat and lazy than do the job himself. Fuck Bob.